You know those moments where the silence with your husband feels louder than any argument? There's tension, there's distance, you walk past each other in the kitchen and don't even say a word to each other, and it feels almost impossible to fix. I get it. And what if I told you that the way that most of us handle those moments is actually the very thing that's making it so much worse? I am Lindsay. This is Loving with Intention. Let's dive in so we can talk about how to turn this around so that you can actually feel calm and connected and happy in your own home. Because I imagine that that's what you would love, right? To feel at ease when you're at home and you're relaxed, to have lightness and playfulness back with your husband. If you have kids at home, you'd love for them to see their parents enjoying each other's company, being kind to each other, appreciating each other. So just take a moment and really picture that. Picture what you would love and how that would feel. And now let's talk about what so many women do when things feel strained. So maybe it's felt strained for a really long time and you've just been existing around each other. That's just become the norm. Or maybe you've just recently been bickering a lot, or you've had an argument or a stretch of arguments, so things feel really tense and there's been no repair, you haven't reconnected. No matter what led to this vibe, many women have the same response, and that's to pull away, to shut down, to get distant. So maybe your husband asks you a question or starts telling you about something he's reading on his phone, and you're just feeling that tension and you barely lift your head from your own phone and you're just muttering like, mm-hmm. Or maybe you're at work and the texts between you two are just short, they're about logistics, and if you're really feeling frustrated, you see him text and you just flip over your phone without responding. It makes sense to pull away when you're feeling disconnected or lonely or hurt by your husband. If things aren't feeling good, putting yourself out there, it risks more hurt. On a subconscious level, we pull away to preserve what little connection there is left by keeping our distance. So it makes so much sense. And there's a super important question to ask yourself. When you do withdraw, become less responsive to him, give him cold responses, do you feel closer or more connected? Or do you feel even further apart? Bring in so much compassion as you answer that question, because when we zoom out and remember what you truly want in your marriage, to feel connected like a team, to feel appreciated and cared for and respected, we can see that pulling away, it doesn't get you closer to what you'd love. It actually pushes you further and further away. It's like being absolutely starving, but pushing away a plate full of food in front of you. The very thing that you're craving, you're actively moving away from it. And of course, you would love for your husband to be the one to break this pattern, to soften, to apologize, to reach out for connection in a way that makes you feel good, to show you appreciation, to show you respect, to act like he deeply cares about you. And the truth is, when you're pulling away, it sends him the opposite message. It doesn't send him the message you would love that. On the surface, it looks like you don't want any of that. And it doesn't actually inspire him to do any of those things. And the extra truth is that he's probably craving all of those same things, and his behavior isn't inspiring you or sending you any kind of positive messages. It becomes a total stalemate of disconnection when deep down you both want the exact opposite. So what do you do instead? You get to go first. We get to lean in. This doesn't mean ignoring your hurt feelings or pretending that everything is great. It means being brave enough to start breaking this pattern. If your husband was watching this right now, I would be telling him the very same thing. I'm only telling you because you're the one here who is ready to create change. So let me give you some specific ways to lean in and start breaking this pattern. And before I do, you can pop the word roadmap in the comments and I can share my free Love Journey Roadmap with you. It gives you prompts and actionable steps within all 3 pillars of my Love Journey process, including how to change this pattern of pulling away. So pop the word roadmap in the comments. I will share it with you. All right, so ways that you can start leaning in. Start small. Maybe it's just making eye contact and giving him a genuine smile or like warm energy when you pass by in the kitchen, if things are that strained. Share something about your day, even if it's like a quick, the funniest thing happened at work today, or this is what's going on today. Put your phone down and look at him when he talks to you. So if he starts talking, it's like phone goes down. I'm giving you my full attention until he's finished talking, and engage. And you can express appreciation for something seemingly small that he did. Maybe he takes out the garbage every time, or he fills up the car with gas. And you can create tiny moments of physical connection. So maybe just like a light touch on the shoulder as you walk by him, or maybe you just sit on the same couch as him, even closer to him, rather than opposite ends or a whole different couch. Go to the room that he's in to say goodbye to him when you leave instead of hollering by when you're already at the door. These might feel vulnerable, especially if things have been tense. And remember, someone has to go first in breaking this pattern. And here's the beautiful thing. When you start creating these small moments of connection, it often inspires your husband to do the same. The individual clients that I work with, they start seeing their partners do these things because they started by going first. I talk about choice points a lot. And anytime you find yourself frustrated, lonely, annoyed, distant, it's tense, you just feel like, ugh, this is a choice point moment to ask yourself, what would I love? And you get to choose the path that takes you closer to that picture of you and your husband connected and laughing, enjoying each other's company. It's not always easy to make the choice that takes you toward connection, especially if it's a new path. So this is where loving with intention, ding, 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 comes in. Your intentional action is to choose one new step towards connection today. You have so got this, and the video on the screen is where I talk all about the love account. If yours is empty, your whole relationship suffers. You are so amazing for being here. I'm sending all the love into your day. Remember that nothing changes if nothing changes. So pop the word roadmap in the comments, grab your free love journey roadmap, and let's have a super intentional week.